Hey there, lovely people. Good morning to all of you, and happy weekend to all Bangladeshis. Today is a Friday. Time is around 9:30 a.m. here, and I'm going to be doing 3 episodes for you. Okay, so I would like to do rather smaller episode, not so long, but let's see how it goes. So first episode, I would like to start with the women's perfume, and this fragrance is going to be a sample review, official miniature sample, which I received from one of our retail outlets where I purchased some fragrances. They sometimes are very generous. Thank you so much, Sandara, for the sample. And they give to a lot of their customers. They're very generous. So the fragrance you're going to be looking at is called Cacharel. I think, if I am not mistaken, maybe I have done a couple of Cacharel fragrances from a shop or something, but I never reviewed anything, like just solely this house. So I think perhaps it's the first review. So this is called Yes, I Am. Okay. And this is a fantastic fragrance, the beautiful presentation. Sadly, I can show you only the miniature. It looks like that. And the thing is, it caught my eye. Okay. I was shopping for some fragrance. I bought a few fragrances. And then I was testing some of the latest ones. And while I was walking around, suddenly I like looked at these bottles. I have a thing for bottles. So this fragrance, if you see the full bottle, it's going to be like a shape of a lipstick, I think, or a nail. I don't know what this represents, but the bigger bottle looks much nicer with a cap, and it's kind of like like a nice little bottle. And I immediately said I want to try the fragrance. It was not cheap. Okay, this fragrance at retail is about $88 or more, plus VAT and tax. If you find it from discounters, perhaps it will be 45 to 50, like that. So it's not the cheapest of all, but I would like to try it. So I sprayed it, and I was mesmerized by the smell. That's how I wanted to review it, but I didn't buy it. So they were generous to give me this miniature. So the packaging will look like this, just bigger. It's a 5 ml depth sample. The main box will be 100. Standard bottles and box will be bigger. So nothing much to show, just showing you how this one looks. And even the cute little, some people have think for miniatures, right? This one looks very cute, and I think it's lipstick. Okay, and this was a release of 2018, and there are many flankers to this line according to Fragrantica. And I think there are two great perfumers who made this fragrance. One is Christophe Renaud. I think maybe he did 1 million, could be wrong. And then Honorine Blanc. I think she did some Mercedes-Benz fragrance and some of the other ones. So I have it on my hand. And since this is 5 ml sample, you cannot spray this. I have to dab like that, and it's on my hand. Okay. And since that day, first day I already knew I liked it. It's very simple. You either like or dislike a perfume. I absolutely loved it. This is the notes breakdown wise, a lot of notes, but let me read. This one has raspberry, mandarin orange, bergamot, lemon, gardenia, ginger flower, amber jasmine, orange blossom, rose, milk, caramel, cardamom, vanilla, licorice, coumarin, benzoin, sandalwood, and amberwood. These are the notes. So many notes in this. So I'll tell you one thing. This one smells very simply, a very sweet, fruity, and almond, vanilla, milk type of smell. Okay, they mentioned caramel, milk. You know these are like kind of like fantasy notes. There's no real milk in a fragrance, but does it remind me of Angel? A little bit of it. There's a lot of sweetness in this fragrance, but it's very wearable. So it follows the sweet trend of women's perfumes. It's very, very beautiful. The opening I get is beautiful. The raspberry is very prominent. I knew I smelled like a raspberry or a cranberry, something red fruit. The opening is just 10 out of 10. I just am a very simple person. I know what I like to smell. This would work beautifully all year round, but especially for summer. And this is a sweet fragrance, fruity fragrance for summer. And you can also wear it mid winter or maybe early days of winter. This is a very beautiful, very simple fragrance to love. There's nothing complex about it, even though all the nose breakdown. You get mostly fruity, floral, and base is almond and that milk, and then the caramel and all the sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. So I really think this fragrance is perhaps very underrated, because this brand, like people don't know about this brand perhaps, so they don't rave about it. But women, I think, pretty much know their stuff. I think these are strong points. The bottle is beautiful. The price, I would not pay retail for it. I'll just be honest. I would not buy it from a retail store because it's way too expensive. But if you get it for 45, $50, I think even $55 would be a good price for this. Longevity is very, very solid. And I think this can be a signature scent. And it's just a very lovable fragrance. This everything is just polished, classy, lovable, and a sexy time, romantic time. It can cover all. It's a good signature scent worthy fragrance. So overall, yes, I am. It sounds like William, Will I Am, from what's that band? Oh man, what did I forget the band? Ah, shame on me, shame on me. Nowadays I forget everything. Anyway, so the rose, the floral, let me tell you, is not overpowering. You can definitely wear this, but I would suggest you, if you are that picky person, maybe everything doesn't work with you, right? So if you find this can be similar to many fragrances, I think Delina is the same ballpark with this, but Delina is much more powerful. But this would be the same like vein as Delina Rose or Exclusive, those things. So I would give this a high mark. Okay, I think this one deserves a 9 out of 10, especially for the bottle is one bonus mark. I just was gonna give it 8. 9 out of 10 for this beautiful fragrance called Yes I Am by Cacharel. I think maybe I'm saying it wrong, but try the fragrance out, get a sample or a decant, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for watching. Let's move on to the next review. Take care.